Hey, one of the, life is a journey. It's all a journey. There's different seasons of things. I know that's super cliche, but it's so true. It's so true. And if you're not experiencing different seasons of life, you might be stuck in a rut. You might be stuck in conditioning and patterns. And if you're okay with that, fine. If you like Groundhog's Day, fine. If you want to wake up to the same shit every single day, I don't care. But if you do want to shift, if you do want to grow in consciousness, if you do want further expansion of your life and the experience of this human endeavor, then listen up. You're not going to realize that you're in a pattern. Okay, you're not going to realize what the pattern is until you stop. Until you pause. Until you increase your awareness. You might realize that you're in a shitty situation. You might realize my life fucking sucks and I don't like it. And that might be the pattern on every day. I mean, 5-6 years ago, that was my pattern every day. I hate my life. I need a change. Things have to change, things have to change, things have to change. And then I got a vision of the future. Things changed, things continued to evolve. I got to that vision. Then I let go. And then my life fell apart. So it's always about keeping a vision for the future. What do you want in life? Where do you want to go? Not as a striving, not as a working hard or anything like that. Just imagination. We use our imaginations for dumb shit all the time. And we daydream and we let our imaginations run wild wherever it wants to go. And it's all over the place and then we get nowhere. But if we craft an imagination, if we focus our minds through meditation, focus the mind, and then craft the imagination of how we want our life to be. Just think about this. You know the pyramids that they built? This is just an example, off the cuff, I don't know. The pyramids. Do you think that they just woke up one morning and built the pyramids? No, they were inspired. And they had a vision of the pyramid before it was built. It was divine. It came from the netherworld. It came from wherever thoughts come from. You think you're creating your own thoughts? Where do they come from before you're conscious of them? They're coming from somewhere else. Okay? And we have some control over what thoughts we continue to think by using our will to think the thoughts we want. So those pyramid guys, gals, they saw the shape of the pyramid. They saw the blocks. They saw how to put it together, all before anything moved. And then they started following and doing action. Maybe they didn't even see the whole picture, but they saw some of it. They saw the foundation of it. Maybe they saw the whole thing, but nothing happens in our world without first imagining it. You have to think before you go somewhere. Okay? You have to think before you snap your fingers. It's all thinking. The world is mental. That is like one of the foundational laws or rules of our universe, that the universe is mental. Like it all happens through thought. Nothing happens in the world except through thought. So back to creating your life. getting out of the cycle of doom, and all this quick dopamine scrolling and video games. And one of my favorite YouTubers always talks about people eating honey buns. Are you just sitting around eating pizza and down in honey buns and playing video games, and you're just miserable? Like, okay, I'm gonna get off that tangent. Eating honey buns, he always says. Who eats honey buns unless you're in jail or prison? So raising awareness of your unconscious patterns, and then impressing the subconscious with a new pattern and saying, I am that. I am successful, and then visualize yourself in whatever success looks like for yourself. Success for some people is, living in a hut in the jungle, living off the land, eating fruit and vegetables, and interacting with jungle creatures. That's their success. Boom, I'm successful. Maybe it's van life. Maybe it's rising to the top of the corporate ladder. Maybe it's having a family and just having wholesome times and picnics and stuff. Maybe that's success for you. Whatever it is, traveling the world, being financially free, whatever success looks like for you, it's about visualizing it and stilling the mind and increasing our focus muscle, and then feeling like, yeah, this is who I am. I'm already that. And then the outside world has to conform to your inside truth of yourself. Whatever you think you are, you become. Anyways, I hope you got something out of that. I hope that you get inspired like I am to just go out and break through limitations and stand on chairs at coffee shops and shout your truth to everyone, which is what I did last weekend because I had a limitation around it, standing up on the chairs in coffee shops and delivering a message. You can do that too if you want. Just break one little limitation this week. Just break one little limitation. I never go there. I never do that. I wouldn't do that. That's not me. Just think of your successful self and how they would act, and then go do one thing that they do. Like a successful person in your eyes might dress really nice and smell great and be completely groomed and stuff, and then you look in the mirror and that's not you. Well, if you want to be the successful person that you want to be that today. Go in, trim your beard, or shave your armpits, whatever you prefer. Put on your nicest outfit, or go buy a nice outfit. It doesn't have to be brand new. It doesn't have to be $1 million. Go to the thrift store. Just find something nice. And this is just one example, but do something outside of the norm. Pattern interrupt. Do something, one tiny little step. Write out what your success looks like. All right, I'm gonna end it there. I love you. Focus on your breath. Increase meditation time. You get such a return on meditation time. It is like tenfold. You sit in silence for 10 minutes and observe your thoughts, and with no judgment. Over time, that compounds so largely, and then you can just drop in, and you're out of here, and you're in here, and you're just living life with joy and abundance. You're with the highest vibration. Start today. Peace.